Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Today is mine and Erica's 13th wedding anniversary. Not that I need congratulations or anything like that. You'll understand why I bring that up. And I'm very happily married. I'm a very, very, very lucky man. Beautiful woman who gave me an awesome son and is a great mom. And I'm a very, very, very blessed person. I was thinking about this today because Mickey Loomis was meeting with reporters, kind of updating the coaching search and just Saints off-season stuff. And I'm listening to him talk, and he had a 45-minute press conference. And I couldn't help but think that, everything he said just annoyed me. And you know how sometimes, I can't relate to this, so if I'm speaking out of turn, I apologize, but some of you will understand what I'm saying. Sometimes in a relationship where you've gone, you've passed the point of no return and you're just done with someone, everything they say and everything they do just annoys you, it bothers you, you criticize everything, they can't do anything right. You hear that a lot, with couples that split, either in a marriage or dating or whatever. And I feel like, as a Saints fan, I've gotten to that point with Mickey Loomis. Everything about Mickey Loomis now bothers me. His smug face, smacking on the gum, and his unwillingness to acknowledge any fault with anything they're doing within this organization. And today, I had to listen to Mickey Loomis for 45 minutes piss on my head and tell me it's raining. Remember in the offseason, of course you do, when he shows up at that press conference and he starts rattling off the stats of Chuck Noll and Tom Landry and Bill Belichick, all these amazing all-time coaches who had rough beginnings to their coaching career, and he tried to compare them to Dennis Allen. Never mind the fact that we saw Dennis Allen fall on his face in Oakland, and then he was falling on his face again in New Orleans. The audacity of Mickey Loomis to try to compare Dennis, when we all were like, are you kidding me? This is the energy you're bringing? So today, Mickey Loomis is meeting with reporters, and he's asked, hey, do you regret going so hard then in the defense of Dennis Allen? Listen to what he said.
No, I don't regret any of it. Dennis Allen's a really good football coach. Ugh. Yeah, so I don't regret any of that.
Oh, my God. I kind of hate everything about Mickey Loomis right now. All of it. I've reached the point of no return. And in some other context, you know how when couples break up, sometimes after they break up, then they can be amicable. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Muse, your friends aren't starting. Your friends are still getting married. They're not getting divorced yet. You'll get to that point. Your friends get married, then your kids have babies, then your friends start getting divorced. That's how it goes. That's the circle. That's how we are all connected in the great circle of life. Don't worry, Adams will get divorced soon enough.
Jeez. Come on, man.
Poor guy.
Damn.
Adams, I wish you and your wife. It's a bit. I apologize, Adams. I wish you and your wife. What's her name?
Brooke.
I wish Adams and Brooke nothing but the best. But you are rude as hell, Adams.
Goodness
married
gracious.
Friggin' football season.
Oh.
He's cruising for a divorce.
Anyway, Mickey Loomis. That's what this is about. Back to Mickey Loomis.
Yeah. Play another one, Muse. This is just the whole 45 minutes of this.
And there's 32 jobs, and a lot of guys want to be head coach, so every job is attractive.
He was asked, why is the Saints job good? He basically said the Saints job is attractive because it's a job. That was his answer. Why is your not, we got a great cap situation, not, we got a great roster, we got a young quarterback. You know what he said? Our job's attractive because it's a job. Play it again.
And there's 32 jobs, and a lot of guys want to be head coach. So every job is attractive.
I've had to sit here and watch this man gag away the worst cap situation ever in the NFL. By the way, every year before every season, we see everybody put out their preseason predictions, all sorts of stuff, and every analyst ever craps on the Saints for their cap situation. Yet defiantly, here goes Mickey Loomis today talking about the cap situation. There's $50 million over the cap.
I'm pretty comfortable with where we're at. I'm comfortably uncomfortable. So it's something we have to manage, but there's a lot of teams that have to manage their cap that way. And
no, there isn't. There's teams that have to manage a cap situation. But $60 million over the cap every year. Meanwhile, you watch Zach Bond go be an all-pro. Trey Hendrickson, all-pro. Your safety play sucks. Meanwhile, you got Marcus Williams out there play. Like, you suck. Don't even get me started on the draft. Don't get me started. Here's Mickey Loomis talking about the draft.
Oh, I'd always take more draft picks if we could get them. But look, I like where we're at, and I like our history of drafting too. I think we've got a really good history of drafting.
Yeah, you got a good history of drafting and not hanging on to the talent because of your awful cap situation, you bum. Oh, and then what was the beginning of that? What did he say at the beginning of that?
Oh, I'd always take more draft picks if we could get them.
You'll always take more draft picks if you can get them? Then why do you never trade back to get more picks? Oh, if they're just going to give me picks? Oh, if they're just going to give me picks, I'll take more. Oh, but I have to trade back? No, you know what you do? You trade up every stinking year. You trade up every year. There's this little chart out there about the value of picks, and no GM in the NFL, dating back to 2011, has done more, has created less value out of his draft picks than Mickey Loomis. What else we got? Muse, what else did this bum say today?
Because the results aren't what we want doesn't mean that we're doing something wrong.
He went back to it.
Oh, he did more than go back to it.
He went back to the well. I mean, earlier this year, I almost had an aneurysm. Like, I blew a gasket. My face was so red, I was scaring myself, yelling about Mickey Loomis. And the whole look beyond the results. Look beyond the results. And here you are, fired your coach. You win 5 freaking games, go 5-12. You had a 7-game losing streak. You're $60 million over the cap. You got a bum veteran quarterback that you gave $100 million guaranteed to. Of all the jobs open, yours is the least desirable. And you're still going to double down on this look beyond the results crap?
Because the results aren't what we want doesn't mean that we're doing something wrong.
Because the results aren't what we want doesn't mean we're doing something wrong. Like Einstein said it, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Brother, the results have been this now for a half a decade. I got it. I was with you when you had a Hall of Fame quarterback and a Hall of Fame coach, and you were trying to go all in to win. Derek Carr ain't a Hall of Fame quarterback, and you don't even have a coach anymore. What are you doing? You got any more? Or is that it?
I got one more.
Obviously, this was a tough season, not what we expected. You know, what jumps out is the amount of injuries, and we've got to do a deep dive into that.
Hey, Muse.
Yeah.
Who's the number 1 seed in the NFC?
The Detroit Lions.
They a pretty healthy team?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
They had some
They're not.
injuries this year?
Actually, 21 of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That feels like a lot of injury.
That's a lot.
And you said they're the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Number 1 seed in the NFC.
So, like, they got the bye and they'll play at home and all that stuff?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Interesting.
They're going to play the Commanders.
Interesting,
Yeah.
Dude, I've gotten to the point with Mickey. Like, whenever he's no longer the Saints GM, I'll probably have an opportunity to step back and appreciate the many years he's been here, and I'll be able to look at the good he did. But right now, everything about him just pisses me off. I'm finished. I am done. I am done. Like, I will not say another nice thing about Mickey Loomis until he is no longer the Saints general manager. I'm going to tell you this. I don't want to have to do this, but we're getting close to the point where I'm going to start pointing the finger at Gayle Benson. And I don't want to do that because I think she's a very good owner. Because when I look at ownership, there's 2 things that I think an owner should do. Hire people and get out of the way. That means you put people in position and you let them go do their jobs. You don't meddle, and you give them the resources they need to succeed. And by and large, Gayle Benson has done that. She is willing to spend money, and she does not meddle. However, at some point, when the results are this bad, you have got to intervene. And allowing Mickey Loomis to continue driving this franchise into a nosedive, crashing toward the surface, is inexplicable. Like, he has got to accept culpability for what is happening, for the state this franchise is in. And the one person who can hold him accountable is Gayle Benson. And the longer she allows this to go on with him, now we start looking at her. But as far as him, I'm done with him. Forever. Pah! I'm probably going to get a whole bunch of texts in the show now from people who are like divorced. Like, yeah, man, I can't stand my ex, man. Tell you what. She didn't make any noise when she slept, but that bothered me. And then you break up. It's like, we're good friends now. I feel like I could be Mickey's friend after all this is over. When he gets fired. If he ever gets fired. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.